Good evening or good morning, depending on where you are. This is Mike B, the Silver Devil, the Dark God of the Klippa, and you are in the Temple of the Backwards Tree, the Temple of Sitra Achra. This morning I want to talk to you a little bit about temple procedures, what those are, and how you're going to develop those for your own practice, okay? Let me share with you how I do it first. What I do is every so often I go through and I change and shake up the way that I'm doing things so that I'm learning new technique, I'm learning new ritual as I go. It's like a protocol, all right? So what you want to do is look and create steps, okay, like a list, like this. Hold on, here we go. All right. You want to create a list of steps. Maybe that was backwards for you. That'd be ironic. The backwards tree, that was backwards for you. That's funny. Okay. Opening the temple. I use the brass bowl to banish, and then I salt my quarters. All right. I create a circle if it's necessary, and then we open the clip off. Usually the right clip off for the job that we're doing. Like for example, if I want to work with Aerobus, I will open Satariel, because that's where Aerobus resides. That's an example of what I'm saying. Then we go into our lesser banishing ritual, the pentagram infernal. Then we move into our infernal middle pillar. Then we go into the invocation of Lucifer, the invocation of the Pantheon, the pre-rite opener, invocation of Lapaka, lesser headless ritual, and then move into our main event. Now, why am I doing all this? I mean, it seems like I'm doing a lot of stuff before I even get to what I'm really doing. You know, like I want to evoke Aerobus. We're just going to use that as an example. All right. This is what I'm going to tell you. The pre-ritual stuff that you are setting up, your temple procedures. Okay. It gives structure to psychic force. All right. You are building up to the moment where you're going to strike, right? If you can get into ritual from like 0 and go to like 80 miles an hour, like this, in 2 seconds, then you don't need to do this. Then this is child's play for you. Don't even worry about it. For the rest of us, though, I need to start out at 0, get up to 10, 20, 35, 50, 70, and now I'm at 100. Now I'm mashing. Okay, it's like you build up through the ritual to get inflamed with desire, like Aleister Crowley said. Inflame yourself with desire. All of my wish, all of my desire, all of my covetous heart is now filled with juice about the job I'm about to do. So don't look at these openers like they're irrelevant, and don't look at them like they're a waste of time. They're not. It's a structure. When I hit the middle pillar, infernal, I'm bringing in a lot of juice from Sitra Achra, all right? So these steps, they're important to me to set me up for my main event, okay? Now let's talk about banishing for a minute, all right? I am not banishing goetic spirits from my temple. I don't do that. I don't do that. You don't ever need to do that either. When you give license to depart, the spirit is going to depart. It doesn't want to hang around. It's got stuff to do. So you don't banish a goetic spirit. The spirit leaves. You're banishing. What you're banishing for is astral creepy crawlies, low-level spirits, parasites, tricksters, and imposters that are attracted to the light of your ceremony. That's what you're actually banishing. You're keeping a psychically clean and sterile environment for you to work in, okay? If you work indoors, you really, really need to banish before and afterwards. If you work outdoors, like I do, you banish before, but not necessarily after, unless you think it's necessary, okay? Like what I deal with here with an outdoor setup so close to a garden, I get a lot of nature spirits that come and like to gawk at and watch me work. And I don't like that sometimes. Sometimes that rubs me the wrong way. It's like, hey man, get the fuck out of here. This isn't your business, you know. Get lost, scram. Kick rocks, man. Bounce. And that's what the banishing is for, right there. So basically, yeah, you need to set up for yourself. Okay, this is what I suggest. This is just a suggestion from me to you. This is just something that helps me. Okay, I suggest that you create a protocol of how you open your temple and the steps that you use, including your banishings and your circle castings, your invocations to your pantheon. You make it step by step how it should look. And you practice that. You practice that every time until you know it so well, you don't even need the book anymore. And once that happens, man, you're on fire. You're on fire. The ritual flows like fucking liquid fire. Liquid fire. All right, that's what you want. That's what's going to get you the results that you want from magic. You're going to get results. You're going to get them. You're going to be getting them like I get them. You're going to be taking down scores. Boom. Knocking it out of the ballpark. Boom. That's what you want. That's what you want in your practice. So I hope that this helps you. I hope that this makes it so that you put something together. I need structure for me to do it my way. Maybe you don't, but you're going to know what you need, and I know that. So however you want to do it is fine, but just set it up, test it out, give it a couple runs. Like I don't make a judgment until I've done it about maybe 5 or 10 times. 5 or 10 times I know if I need to make a change or an alteration in the order of the steps or add a ritual or subtract a ritual. Like I don't use hexagram banishings to banish planetary influences unless it's really necessary. Unless that's actually what we're doing as the main event. If we're doing something planetary as like the main event, then we need to consider banishing unclean planetary forces or invoking the planetary force that we need to be there. And after you do something like that, you do want to banish because if you leave it laying where it is, it's going to corrupt itself and it's going to become nasty and it could become something that attracts parasites, an energy source, and you don't want that. So you clean your temple. You keep your temple is a psychically clean environment. It is a well-cleaned place because a clean place does not host parasites. A clean place does not host tricksters and imposters. You keep a psychically clean temple, that is your very, very, very first line of defense against anything nasty that's going to fuck with you. That's really important, all right? And I've been doing this a long time, and I still do it that way, and I don't have any problems. I just don't have the problems that I read on Reddit. When I read Reddit, and I'm like, okay, so you got a parasite, that's pretty obvious, you know. I'm like, wow, these guys have a lot of problems with this shit because they're not doing what I'm doing. And I try to tell them, and they don't want to hear it. You know, they want to be right. They want to be right. I don't want to be right. If you've got a better idea than I have, then I want to do it your way. I want results. That's all I want. I want results. I need results. It's not about image. It's not about acting. It's not about anything other than results. Anybody who thinks otherwise, I don't have time for that. I can't entertain that. If I'm not getting results with X, Y, and Z, then I got to throw X, Y, and Z in the garbage and find something that gets the results that I need. That's how this needs to work. And I hope it works that way for you too. Because otherwise, what are we doing? Right. That's what I mean. So, and you see me do this in my rituals, like the evocation of aerobics that I posted a couple of days ago. You can watch me walk through the steps. All right, I'm walking right through them. They're my preliminaries before I even get to the evocation. And I do them pretty quick. I mean, they don't take long. They take 10, 15 minutes. That's it, you know. And then you're in a place that is strong, and you've got a lot of energy flowing through you, and you're ready for the main event. You're ready to give the knockout blow. You're ready to make a change in accordance with will. You are ready to get results. That's why I do it this way. Okay, guys, I got a lot of stuff to do today. It's a busy day. It's actually a really great day. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from it. If you have any questions or comments, you know, you can always leave them and we can talk about it. If you disagree with something I said, or maybe you weren't sure of what I meant, you're more than welcome to ask. I'm not unapproachable. I'm here for you. So we can always talk about it. It's no problem. I'd love to hear from you. So I'm going to close with that. Thank you for coming. We'll see you guys next week. I do a live cast tomorrow. So all right. This is Mike B, the Silver Devil, the Dark God of the Klippa, the Temple of the Backwards Tree, the Temple of Sitra Akra. Have a great day.